Hello friends, welcome to channel Reza Blade. I'm your friendly neighborhood Reza. Today I'm reviewing two of Mezerdoo's larger plates. They're one of the companies I order from China. Mezerdoo has really good plates. I have lots of their plates on my YouTube channel in the history. I'll tell you more about that later. Just browse through my large back catalog, I guess, is all I have to say about that. Or you can, of course, use the search function, search Reza Blade and Mezerdoo on YouTube, and you should find all those reviews. I will be having a giveaway when I hit 1,500 subscribers, which is soon. So make sure you're subscribed. That's important to be eligible for, well, I'll tell you what you need to do when it gets here, but also click yes on those notifications, that little bell. I have had like all my notifications scrubbed this month. I don't know if you have, but YouTube just auto set me to some instead of all, which is very frustrating because there are some channels I want all the notifications of. On my YouTube channel, Reza Blade, I add my own spin to nail art product review videos. I do technical tutorials, tips, tricks, more. That's always hard for me to say. Anyway, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and please comment to tell me what you liked, if you have questions, etc., etc. Mezerdoo 28 and 29 are what I'll be discussing today. This one I have mentally named Cosmic Dreams, for probably what are obvious reasons. That's D-29, and D-28 is the one that I've called Serpentine Sketches, which is a pun. Well, not quite a pun, but it's a reference to the fact that some of this is flash art, which is the art you choose from when you go to a tattoo parlor, interestingly enough, and also, of course, snakes. You'll notice there's a snake theme. And this particular plate that I'm holding here, D-29, you will recognize some of the images on it when I talk about them perhaps. I will link the videos in the description box as well as any products I use, but I used this in my Reciprocal Gradient video, and I also used this plate in my Pastel Galaxy video. I do have one more video coming up in that series if you wanted a reason to be subscribed. Anyway, if you enjoyed that video. So what am I showing you today? I have, of course, my nail art swatches. I have a couple manis, and hopefully next time I'll be able to wear them. And then etc., etc. What else do I have for you? Oh, of course, paper swatches, and that will show you how well these stamp or don't. In this case, it is stamp. Spoiler alert, these stamp. I'm glad. I would hate to do, I've had to do a couple videos about plates that were terrible. Luckily, not that many. All right, so this particular video, I have most of these are Hit the Bottle polishes. All this navy is Davy Jones Locker from Hit the Bottle. All of this bright teal is Electro Candy Pop, I think. This is Rose Glow Gold, this Rose Gold, and anything else, just let me know in the comments below, and I will identify the polish for you if you do want to get it. I will link things below in the description box again. How did I get so many swatch sticks? This one I didn't do on purpose. I wanted actually an equal number of swatch sticks done for every plate. Each plate, but I kept sneaking back to my table with just one more idea, or I was waiting for migraine medicine to kick in, and blah blah blah, and and the numbers kept being odd, so I kept having to do another one to make up for it. And then all of a sudden, instead of 2 manis and 3 nail art swatch eats per plate, I have 6 art sticks per plate. And I guess I can't say I'm sorry, because my brain said can't stop, won't stop, and I have to live my truth. Let me talk you through how I did the nail art. I really like the way these tips I'm trying out. I don't know if you've seen lipstick nails, but I really do like this shape. Some people say it's trending this year, and I was able to buy them for once, so I guess that's true. Anyway, so this one, I'm going to put in a picture of it here. All right. And then hopefully you like that as well as I do. And this one is a blue and white Evil Eye mani. So I don't know if you've seen the Evil Eye, if you're very Western American or whatever, and you don't really know the whole thing about the Evil Eye. It's been on trend for a few years now, but if you grew up in the Levant or the Mediterranean, you probably grew up with this symbol. It dates back to at least 2000 BC. That's super conservative. Probably much further than that. We've got ancient Egypt, classical Greece, Istanbul was Constantinople. Yes, I just made that song reference. Anyway, have you ever glared dagger at somebody, or what's the other one? If looks could kill. There we go. So essentially, just to reduce it down to a sentence, it's a talisman to ward off evil, bad energy, bad juju, and it has evolved into a much more all-purpose good luck symbol, especially in the West, because we don't really, never mind. Anyway, just think of it as a good luck symbol. Keep off bad energy. So it's on trend. I really like them. It's, and then this one, here's the stamping version, and then I did show you my dotting tool version of it. You'll see a lot of that, especially like in the necklaces and bracelets you can get. For that big dotting tool, the blue that you see, I used a it's a bead grabber, little sticky thing. This is a clear kind of silicone thing, so I just used it as a dotting tool, and then I expanded the shape just a little bit. And hopefully that turned out okay. I filled these in, did reverse stamping. I layered the, what's the word? Moon, the crescent moon under the eye. And no more information. I think I told you everything that I did. As for this mani, I did a Skittles Ombre, which is when you divide up the gradient that you're doing into its individual colors across the mani. And then I usually like, when I'm doing a Skittles Ombre, I like to do the actual gradient on one of the nails. I did it on the thumbnail here. And then I used an orange that I'm sure is something pumpkin oriented from Hit the Bottle. And this one is I Dream of Greenie, this green that I used on it. And I don't mean somebody from Colorado in the western states of the US. That's what that means. Anyway, at least I think so. Tell me if you're from Colorado and that's not right. Also, that's really everything. This one was just super easy, and I used my standard spongy goodness in order to do the... Now, sometimes I do the sponges that fit in here, and then one time somebody sent me ones that weren't cut, and I actually really like those. So, but I don't think you can really get that on its own. Like, I don't think you can order them that way. All right, let's go through the swatch sticks. So I wanted to talk to you about Exploding Viper Face. I'm going to take these off so that I know which ones I've talked to you about. So we've got 6 swatches per plate, and then we've also got the, I used 2 of them on that I wanted to incorporate both plates. All right. So this one I used the binder protectors, those little circle tabs, to make that easy French. I do a really easy French that way. And then I layered the the flame behind the Viper face, and I used some neon polishes to color that in. I like that one. I hope you do too. I'll put him aside. And then for the Sun God Snake, this yellow Corona with a halo around his head, that's a polish I made into a sheer jelly. I just did half and half with clear and the yellow because I didn't want quite a solid effect. I wanted to try for that kind of aura. And then I used red, orange, and yellow for his colory parts. Kind of like a coral snake, but not quite a coral snake. But it was, I think this was inspired by a coral snake, if that's the right coloring. I did a couple of variations on a French or a tip or a fold. And what I did was, whoops, I clearly did not clean that up right. Anyway, I did a white nail, and then I stamped this green, which of course is also I Dream of Greeny, I believe. Anyway, so once that was on the reverse stamper or the stamper, then around using the vine as the delineation, I colored the yellow flaky up to the line so that I could get a clean effect without having to tape off any of the actual nail. I did it all on the stamper. I think I've shown you how to do that a couple of times. Same thing on this nail. So let's see, we've only got a couple left here. This one is traditional American tattoo. This is a style of American tattooing. This swallow image is really popular, or at least it was originally among sailors. I don't remember how many voyages. Well, there's a whole mythos to it, and I don't know actually how much of that is true. So if you're interested, you can Google it, but I guess I can't really present any of it as fact because I don't actually know. So the swallowing as well as the flower coloring, I was influenced by various flash art I found online. And then this particular teeny weeny polka dot I took from an Uber Chic plate. I don't recall which one. An alternative option with like one less stamp to do, so maybe not the polka dots, but you could do it on a nude polish to give it a bit of the effect of a tattoo on skin if you wanted to. Or you could do it on your naked nail. You could really live a little. All right, so the snake skull nail, I did a plain nail that was cream covered with an opalescent top coat, but I thought it looked really naked. So what I did, I don't know if I can show you, if you can see this, but to get this effect that really fills out the nail quite nicely, I took some saran wrap and I put like a faded gold stamping polish just sort of on it. And then I kind of went but. And that is how I got that look, and I really dig it. It gives it a little bit of sophistication maybe. You could do this in a matte top coat, but I had kind of a teal, green, blue / neon green color for the actual snake, and I wanted that to really kind of shine and sparkle, so that meant a glossy top coat. And if you want to know about my top coats and everything, the NeVerMind products are linked below. I use their matte and the glossy quick dry. All right, so I did those. Now, I know that you're all very, very familiar with the fact that this is a bit where my preference is as far as all my stuff, you know, my art and things. So, Cat with the Moon. This has the cat image from the tattoo plate and then the moon image from the Cosmic Dreams plate, which is not, don't Google that, that's just what I called it. And then I used the lead lighting technique. I'll link that video below if you want to watch my video. You don't want to lead light, I don't lead light on top of glossy anything. So either before you top coat, or you can top coat it and then put a matte top coat on there, which is what I do, which means if I'm just doing the eyes, which I hand colored the black in, that's why they're kind of lopsided. But I did the green, the bright green eye, and the pink nose. I did that by putting a little bit of top coat on a matte top coat on a dotting tool. And then once that was dry, I used jelly colored polish or sheer colored polish to color those in. And then I did a top coat to seal everything in like magic. All right, the last one for both stamping plates, I'm gonna have to show you exactly where this stamp is. You see this sort of leafy image, almost like a laurel, but of course it's not a wreath. It's just a bit of a stem. And I don't know if you can see the moon. I really did want you to be able to see the moon and the leaves on that one. So the moon, of course, is from the Cosmic Dreams plate D-29. And then as far as that little leafy image, I'll show you where that is. It is right here. Isn't that fun? So that's where I stole that image from. And I did silver stamping on an antique gold polish. I really like the way that one turned out. I should have mattified it. I think it would look a little nicer mattified, but there we are. All right, let's run through these real quick. The rose gold moon stamping is done. I know I'm using a lot of this lately, but I'm super in love with this polish. This is Sugar by NeVerMind. This is on her website. I'm going to put this aside now because I've talked about it. And then this is a really long nail, so I had to take 2 trips. But this lunar stamping is from the moon plate, and that is Rose Glow Gold by Hit the Bottle. And I like that one. And then this one is on a magnetic base coat, a base polish. And then this particular green is, let's see, Be a Kiwi. That's from Beautometry in the US if you're looking for a stockist. That's where I got that. Now this, you're probably going to think this looks like a witch's hand, but my thought is, girl, witches always have fabulous nails. And why do they always give witches arthritis? Look at those knobbliness. That usually indicates arthritis. That's my opinion on it. It's not like, it's just that they need maybe a little bit of Tremel ointment on their hands. This one, now you can't really see it very much, but this is a polish that has a blue kind of opalescence to it, iridescence on this one. And you can use like a top coat, a topper to get this effect if you're just using a regular old polish. This is a polish, P-A-H polish, but that it's a past polish pickup, so you can't get it. But you can take something like this, which is Moonstone by Insta-Dry, Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. There's a couple of these kind of top coats on the drugstore market. It's not hard to find them. They're really nice. And then I used bits and pieces of Arrow and the back of the fletching. That is from the same stamp. I just stamped different places in different parts of the nail. And then I did a reverse stamp. And that is Electro Candy Pop stamping polish from Hit the Bottle. Very nice. I like that polish a lot. I'm going to hurry up through these. This one, what did I call this? I called it a Bottle of Night Sky with a Crystal. I stamped this crooked, and I hadn't done, I usually do a couple of extra layers of clear, Wet n Wild clear in order to let me be able to kind of pull it off. But I've noticed if I use a really sticky base coat, then I can't pull it off again, whereas when I use a top coat, I can't. So like if I used to use this all the time before I had a sticky base coat. LA Colors base coat, top coat's terrible, terrible top coat or base coat, but it's great for sticking on reverse stamps if you don't have a sticky base coat. But I used to be able to pull those off, and I couldn't pull it off, so I tried to kind of balance it with those stars, which are from also D-29. Anyway, so that's how I did that nail. 2 more left. I'm going to run through these. This is Pool Party Stamping Polish by Hit the Bottle. And the background is, it does have those little bits of yellow and blue particles in the polish. If you don't have something like that, try a dry brush to get that effect. What I do recommend, though, is you don't dry brush anything that's too close to your stamping polish. Otherwise, your stamping polish won't stick out well enough. I'm having a weird time with my lighting today. Sorry about that. Last but certainly not least, we've got the sort of a sleeping face. This is where I got the idea of Cosmic Dreams. Anyway, so I reverse stamped the flower in there. This is on a super fabulous graceful nail polish. She does a night sky every time she does a Christmas collection, or at least she has the last 2 years that I have swatched them. So that's where the stars are from. I think this is just such a neat polish. And this is a frosty white stamping polish, Moonstone, also Hit the Bottle. Okay, what else do I need to tell you? I think we're good. there will be still photos of everything. I did want to show you how they, I don't want to really go through every, I usually tell you various ideas, but there are so many stamping images on these plates. I just want to give you an idea of how, I mean, there's lots of eye images, there's lots of moon images, lots of stars. It's just such a great stamping plate, one of my favorites. I really like the six-sided mystical star. I didn't have a chance to use that. I love these hands. If you look at my Pastel Galaxy video, this, I did like a whole mani with these hand images. Well, not a whole mani, I did 2 nails. I don't know why I called it a whole mani, but it was a whole look, let's call it that. And then you can see the little lotus flower that I used for these accent nails. There you go. Anyway, so, and these are the moon phases. This I don't know if anybody ever wants to know this, but it goes waxing, bigger, full, and then waning. So sort of like a color wheel, if you ever want to know what whether it's waxing or waning moon outside, you can see whether the chunk is out of the left side, in which case it's getting bigger, or the right side, in which case it's getting smaller. That's all I have to say about that, I hope. Oh, darn it. I'm trying to hurry. I'm sorry. All right. So here are all the snake images. Snakes have a lot of symbolism, but you've also got flowers and other different kind of traditional tattoo images, some daggers. There were flowers that I used. Here's the fun cat. Here's another witch hand, or we assume it because her nails are fabulous. No, not really any arthritis, but she does have a lovely snake. What else? Flames, various flames on the side of my face. Everybody watch Clue. Here's some more tattoo style images. They're just really a lot of fun. I'm really looking for that flower, by the way, though. But here's a vine image. I don't know. Here's the swallow. Here's one of the stars. I don't know. That's all I have for you today. Don't forget to, I think I got rid of my thing I wanted to tell you about today is that my next video will be a tutorial. It will be an Easter-minded tutorial, and that's all I'm going to tell you. But it will be fun, and it will be something that you can do all sorts of variations of, no matter what. So I know this was a longer video, but I did want to show you lots of images. I mean, I made the art. I might as well tell you how I did it and show you. Tell me what your favorite is. Please leave comments below. Please subscribe. Please like. Do all the things. This coming week, I will be working on the Mani by Me box. We get a weather one for April, and while that may not sound initially very exciting to you, oh my goodness, I have some serious ideas. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So tomorrow, Sunday 3/27 at 4:30 Central Daylight Savings Time, I will be doing my next live. Every other week after that, I'll be doing them. If I don't have more joiners tomorrow, then after that, I'm going to try it on my Facebook account. I know the Facebook Live format, and I might try it. I have a YouTube page for Reza Blade Nail Art YouTube channel. I know that's not a creative name, but I do have that page. So if you're interested in watching the YouTube lives, look it up. Look it up, just in case tomorrow's doesn't get well attended. And everybody go make art and love yourselves and have a razorific day. Bye-bye.